Here we will see how the Docker works. As you can see the diagram here in this Docker workflow, we'll have the developers. What is the job of developer now? As I told you before, he has to write the code. So once he will be finished up with the code, he has to set all these things inside your Docker file. And in this Docker file will be consisting of all your dependencies, requirements, and he has to send this Docker file towards your Docker image. So now this Docker file, let me clarify this very clearly. This Docker file will be having all the dependencies and the requirements of the developer, whatever the code he has been written. So now this Docker file will be moving towards your Docker image. It will create the Docker image. Now when we will run this Docker image, we are going to get the Docker containers. You can see the diagram. When we will run the Docker image, we will get the Docker containers. Now this container will have applications with all the dependencies, whatever I told you before. So now, okay, here quickly I'm getting one question actually. Thanks for the question. What do you mean by Docker image? Okay, very good. Thank you. Thanks for your question. As I told you before, this Docker image, basically it will have many layers. Okay, and each layer will be corresponds to command line arguments of an image which is present inside your Docker file. And it provides, actually it will be, it's like an isolation application for, it will be isolated for your application and which you are going to run and run the Docker image inside your containers. Thanks for your question. Now let's move towards your Docker Hub. The Docker containers, actually what it will have, all the Docker images, that we are very clear about this. Now this Docker image can also be stored on your online cloud repository, which is known as your Docker Hub. So this Docker Hub, it is an online cloud repository which can save all your Docker image. It can be your, if you want to, you can find out multiple publicly available images there. And we can also see all varieties of images in our hands-on sessions. We will just go through that in our next sessions. Let me go through the theory part now. At least we will have an idea how to component, how to compare all these things in our hands-on sessions. Now you can store all these images in this repository. If you have any images, you are creating any images, you can save all these images in your Docker Hub. Now, the next part you can see there will be two environments. One will be your testing environment, one is your staging environment. You can add any number of environments as much as you want. Now from your Docker Hub, you have to pull the images from any testing environment or from the staging environment. And inside your testing environment, again you will have your Docker image and the Docker containers. Similarly, how many environments you are going to add up? Definitely there should be a Docker image and the Docker containers, because this Docker image will have all the, as I told you, Docker file, it will have the dependencies. Once it will be run, it will create the file as your Docker image and it will be stored inside your Docker containers. So definitely we should have your Docker image and Docker containers in all the environments.